My name is Jessica Lumi Oluwagbemi, and I am the founder of the Financial Literate, which was born from the passion to see that youths, teens, and adults are financially literate. I believe those financial terms are not as complex as you think they are, and you can understand and apply them to your finances. Yes, you can build wealth with the right plan in place, the right money personality, consistency, and the right lessons at each step of the way. So I bring to you the Financial Literate series, a video series that would break down the seemingly financial complex terms and give you the right lessons at every step of your journey to financial independence and freedom. So, let's get started. Welcome to today's episode of the Financial Literacy series, and as you can tell from the title, I'll be talking about 5 finance tips for students, and in that spirit I decided to rep my alma mater's sweatshirt. I want you to know that even if you're a student, you shouldn't just say, oh, I'm still a student, I can't start building wealth, or I can't gain financial literacy even as a student. No, even as a student you can start building wealth. Even as a student you can start gaining financial literacy, and it starts with your mindset. So in today's episode I'm going to be talking about 5 finance tips for students. Number 1 is spend within a budget. You cannot take that out. Even if you're a student or you are not a student, you can't take out that finance tip. Spend within a budget. So I'm sure even if you're a student, you earn allowances, right? You receive stipends from your guardians or your parents, or even if you are working to sustain yourself through school, you receive income. Now, before you spend any naira, any kobo from that income, create a budget for it. Create a budget and spend within a budget. Also, when you are creating a budget that will lead you to wealth. Yes, create a budget that will lead you to wealth. So cut out excessive spending from your budget, and from your budget, create at least 10% of your income towards investment. Set aside at least 10% of your income towards investment. That is the type of budget that will lead you to wealth. So which leads me to my second point: start investing. Don't wait till you're out of school to start investing. Even when you are still in school, you are not too young, you are not too old. Even when you are still in school, you can start investing as a student. So for students, I would recommend mutual funds. So you can start with mutual funds as a student. So mutual fund is a pool of many people's money managed by a professional fund manager and is invested among different securities. And also you get professional management on your fund, and you can start with as low as 5,000 naira. So I will recommend that to you if you are a student. Start investing even with as low as 5,000 naira every month. When you receive your income, take at least a part of it, at least 10% of that income, and start investing. So number 3 finance tip is develop yourself. I'm sure this doesn't sound to you like a finance tip, right? But it is actually a finance tip. When you develop yourself, you increase your earning potential. When you develop yourself, you sharpen your skills and increase your potentials to earn more. Don't limit yourself to just studying for your academics while you are still in school. You can take that course, get that certification, sharpen that skill, read that book. Take a part of your money to develop yourself monthly, periodically while you are still in school. Take a part of your income, develop yourself, and increase your earning potentials. This will help you when you're out of school, and you can easily start making money at a good young age. Even when you are still in school, you can start making money because you've developed yourself and you've increased your earning potentials. So number 4 finance tip is maximize your skills. So young people have a lot of skills, and then I want you to maximize your skills while you are still in school. I remember when I was in school, some people had good marketing skills. They did some buying and selling while they were still in school. Some people, they were good at makeup. They were good makeup artists, and then they did makeup for we students. Maximize your skills while you are still in school. Now I also want you to understand something, that the main goal for you going to school is to study. So if you know you cannot excel in your studies while doing other things, then just focus on your studies alone. But ensure that even with what you have, the allowances and the income you get, you make the most of them by spending within a budget that will lead you to wealth, and start investing every month as you get your allowances, or as often as you get your allowances, invest a part of them. So that is my number 4 finance tip: maximize your skills, make good use of your skills. If you can actually do that while combining it with your studies and still excel in your studies. So number 5 finance tip, this is actually just a suggestion, not a recommendation, so you can try out this tip. So this tip is achieve more with your fees. So let me give you an example of me. When I was in school, my school allowed us to split our school fees, our fees for the year. So we paid part of it in September and the other part in February, when we resumed for the second semester. And then I know that some students are giving their full fees by their parents or guardians. Their parents or guardians give them their full fees at the beginning of the session. So rather than you paying the full fees, if your school accommodates that, you can actually take a part of that income and just pay the minimum you have to pay for that first semester, and take the remaining part and fix it in fixed deposit or investment deposit, and you can earn some cool interest rates on it before the stipulated time where you have to withdraw it and pay it back to your school. So that is just a suggestion. If your school accommodates that you can split your fees and you're giving your full fees by your parents or guardians, you can decide to split it yourself and enjoy rich interest rates by fixing it in a credible bank or microfinance bank. So these are 5 finance tips that you can use while you are still in school and enjoy the most of your finances. Don't think that while you are still a student you cannot build wealth, or while you are still a student you cannot gain financial literacy. You can do that. Thank you for joining me in today's episode. If you've not subscribed, kindly do so, and I will see you in the next episode.